Now, any day now, the Supreme Court is also expected to release its opinion on one of the most divisive issues in our country's history, Roe v. Wade. A draft opinion in favor of overturning a Mississippi abortion case was leaked back in May. And again, that was a draft opinion, but obviously people are anticipating that this could be the official ruling of the court. Emotions running high, and so are threats. The FBI investigating a series of attacks on pro-life crisis pregnancy centers across the country. Investigative correspondent Rich McHugh is live now to explain more about one group that's named itself Jane's Revenge and how seriously some of these threats are. Rich?
Good morning, Adrienne. We don't know much about this group yet. They are still a bit of a mystery. We don't know how organized they are. We don't know how widespread they are, but we do know that they've claimed responsibility for attacks coast to coast. And they've put out a recent call to action where they ended it with this sentence: do not wait until the final verdict to organize.
Federal authorities are investigating a wave of attacks across the country on pro-life crisis pregnancy centers, with a shadowy group calling itself Jane's Revenge claiming responsibility. In Buffalo, they firebombed Compass Care, which bills itself as a pro-life pregnancy resource center. In Asheville, North Carolina, they attacked Mountain Area Pregnancy Services, breaking windows, doors, spray painting in red graffiti, "No forced birth," and "If abortions aren't safe, neither are you." In Minnesota on June 15th, they attacked the office of Minnesota Citizens Concerned for Life, the second attack on the office in a month, shattering windows, painting "Abortion is liberation."
They embrace, physical violence. They embrace that sort of approach to advancing their ideology. And that's very disturbing.
The extreme left-wing group who claim responsibility, Jane's Revenge, wrote, "Minnesota Citizens Concerns for Life is the largest anti-abortion organization in so-called Minnesota and responsible for untold amounts of suffering. So in a small gesture of defiance and joy, we decided to smash all their windows and leave them a message from our friend Jane." Jane's Revenge appears to have formed in May when it published its first online post. And they recently issued a call to riot against the Supreme Court if it overturns Roe v. Wade. In a statement to NewsNation, the FBI said it is investigating the series of attacks and threats against pregnancy resource centers and faith-based organizations across the country, and says it takes all threats seriously and continues to work with law enforcement partners around the country. But faith-based organizations like Minnesota Citizens Concerned for Life are bracing for more attacks.
Does the upcoming Supreme Court decision have you on edge?
Jane's Revenge has talked about having a night of rage on the day that the Dobbs decision is handed down. So it wouldn't be surprising to see more acts of vandalism or things of that nature after the decision comes out, and perhaps in the days following that, which just means that we will, and other pro-life groups as well, we will have to take precautions and stay safe.
Now, in addition to the FBI, we've also spoken with the ATF, who confirmed to us just earlier that the ATF is the group that looks into incidents with firearms and explosives, that they are also investigating. Adrienne?
Rich, obviously a lot of serious topics and warnings in your piece there, and not that we can ever make sense of violence, right? But if this group's mission is to protect women's rights, they're really believing, and their mission statement is to do so by terrorizing centers that provide support to some women?
Yeah, that's the big question mark. You heard it in the story we just listened to from the victim, who said they're using violence. But I also spoke with a prominent abortion rights activist, and she said we can't really figure out this group. Like, we as abortion rights activists are actually spending all of our time trying to get people who need help into clinics at this moment. So this group strikes her, at the very least, as a bit of an anarchist group, and it doesn't really make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense. Do we know anything about the members, who they are?
I've seen some videos, which I can't confirm, so that's why I didn't play them this morning. But there was a video out of Florida, which shows a small group of people. It's a mix of men and women. It's about like 5 or 6 people. But that's it. There's theories out there that these are just like kind of splinter cells throughout the country that are kind of being called to activate, and that there is no central organization. Beyond that, we don't know. Law enforcement may know, but we don't.
Right, and law enforcement will have their hands full to try to protect people right now. Thank you so much, Rich. A great story.
Thank you, Adrienne.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.